So tell me, I'm the one that'll bring you down. Don't call me baby. Don't call me baby.
Hey.
All right.
Right.
All right, y'all.
What's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Back to the living room.
Man, I almost bought a pair of shoes today online, and I was like this close, and then I realized, like, what's the point? I need a new pair of tennis shoes, but like, what? I don't know. I guess I don't.
Hey, you don't need shoes. Look at Gordy.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah,
Come on.
dude.
Your own personal satisfaction.
Oh, Jesse, you look like really nice. Like, I like the stash look, the nice clothes and the
Thanks,
nice sweater.
You shaved.
I shaved, yeah. I got the stash going for, just to really just test things with my girlfriend over here.
I wouldn't go kissing him, Clark. He's got a rare lip fungus. They ain't been identified yet.
There we go.
All right. Well, welcome to the Good Time Supper Club, everybody. We're the Band of Heathens. It's good to see you again. It's another Tuesday. I think, are we on week 15? No, week 16?
16.
Getting our driver's license this week.
That's right.
Yeah. Wow.
Take it for a spin around the block.
Yeah, I think in COVID, you don't even have to do the test anymore. Your parents just say yay or nay, and then you just get your license. How about that?
That's
That checks
dangerous.
out.
That
But I
sounds
digress. Yeah,
so dangerous.
so dangerous.
All right, we're gonna roll into a tune right here. Without further ado. Back in the 70s, took Panama red to the Pleiades, constellations falling from the sky. And came the newest kid, Sansamia for the Mexican brick. Never brings you down, it gets you high. Oh, the green, green grass of California, Pacific breeze, so gentle and so kind. When your eyes are red, spinning in your head, remember, it's only in your mind.
In came the strongest of the single props, couldn't haul enough to keep on Mendocino County time. Up and down the PCH, from the black sand beach to the redwood gate, they engineered a strongest strain of kind. Oh, the green, green grass of California, Pacific breeze so gentle and so kind. When your eyes are red, spinning in your head, remember, it's only in your mind. We used to roll up another and another. Don't bogart, brother, you're not alone. Now a smaller stash will cost you twice the cash, but half as much will lift you to a new time zone.
Oh, the green, green grass of California, Pacific breeze so gentle and so kind. When your eyes are red, spinning in your bed, remember, it's only in your mind. When your eyes are red, so heavy in your head, remember, it's only in your mind. Remember, it's only in your mind.
Far out.
Far out.
Got a request here from Philip, and go way back in time to a solo record of mine and our Live at Antone's live DVD. That's the wrong words. Here we go. Been a while. Diners on the shoulders of the roads. Tattoos on the backs of all the places that I know. Every time I think I'll settle down, the wind picks up my bags and keeps me wondering where I'm bound. And dimes is all I've got to show for days and nights and dust and lights alone. And I know that I ain't never gonna be no Polaroid picture boy of your dreams, but from what I see, we need a change of scene. Right on the heels of a quick dream turning circles inside my head. My night's so real, my day is so foreign, a kicking around hotel bed. My neon skies and vacant signs lead me to the edge. I just close my eyes and chase the road ahead. Cup of coffee, if you please. They ask you every morning through the newspapers they read. You ain't never gonna travel far, but you fill them cups and warm them up with the soul beneath your broken heart. Now that's a start. Right on the heels of a quick dream turning circles inside my head. My night's so real, days so foreign, kicking around hotel bed. Neon skies and vacant signs lead me to the edge. I just close my eyes and chase the road ahead. Gonna cast my leathery bones down a rattlesnake road. I'm gonna pack my bags, but I wish I didn't have to go. So baby, toss them quarters and dimes down a deep old well. There ain't nothing so free as being lost between heaven and hell. Right on the heels of a quick dream turning circles inside my head. My night's so real, days so foreign, kicking around hotel bed. When neon skies and vacant signs lead me to the edge. I just close my eyes and chase the road ahead. I just close my eyes and chase the road ahead.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to hit you with another one. by request. Thanks to everyone for the great requests. This has become a little COVID sort of anthem for us around here. You see now everybody's talking about how they just can't do without. They don't know the ass from a hole in the ground. Time's up, people change. Just so trip has got strange. Tell me where it all went wrong. You see, you hit me like a misdemeanor. Caught me right in between. Devil was an angel herself. Well, I could tell you the reason, but you called it treason. Never said goodbye to myself. I'll miss my life. I'll miss the way it was. I'll miss my life. I'll miss it just because. You got to work hard to play hard to get stoned. You be smarter, left, right, up, down, and where do we go? Money's gone, rent's due, life beat you black and blue. Still you ain't got nothing to show. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, I've given you the best of me. Now you want the rest of me. Please just keep your hands to yourself. Gone, drop my blues in a bag. COD to Alcatraz. Never said goodbye to myself. I'll miss my life. I'll miss the way it was. I'll miss my life. I'll miss it just because. Yeah, don't tell me to forget her. 'Cause man, you never met her. I wanna tell you something. They don't make them no more like that. They don't make them no more like that. They don't make them no more like that. No, no. I'll miss my life. I'll miss the way it was. I'll miss my life. Well, I'll miss it just because. I'll miss my life. I'll miss the way it was. I'll miss my life. Yeah, I'll miss it just because. I'll miss it just because. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. We have been all missing our lives, but thankfully there are things like this. Every week we have a little comfy spot, and one of my favorite comfy spots of the week is the next segment coming up. I'm going to send it over to Trevor right now to interlude in.
Thank you, Ed.
All right. Trev, thanks, man.
All right. To you, Jesse.
All right, guys. Well, welcome back. Sorry if you guys hear some chaos happening. There is a puppy at my feet that's trying to burn the house down, I think. But tonight we're going to make an old cocktail called an orange blossom. So all you gin drinkers out there, I'm using the Navy Strength gin from Lacrosse Distilling. This stuff's awesome. Thanks again, guys. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to start with a shot of gin here. And this is the strong stuff too, so, you know, make it as light or as heavy as you want. But we're going to start with a shot here. And then we're also going to do a shot of orange juice. And actually, I added a couple key limes in here because it's delicious with orange. But it's going to be like equal parts orange juice to gin. And then we're going to add a little tablespoon of the simple syrup. We'll have I'm going to add a little tablespoon of the simple syrup here to it. Simple syrup. A couple splashes of orange bitters. Regan's orange bitters here. I think that like in the classic cocktail it's orange liqueur, but this, you know, orange bitters works. Add a few splashes there. And I believe, oh Nikki, will you bring me an ice cube, please? Yeah. Once we mix this up here, I'm going to pour it in my glass first, not the ice first. Oh,
Wow.
thank you.
Nice dress, Nikki.
Thank you.
All right, so we have the ice here, and actually I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to top it with a maraschino cherry, because sometimes it'll also call for grenadine, but I don't have that, but I feel like a nice maraschino cherry is always a winner. Well, here's your orange blossom. Enjoy, everybody. I hope everybody's having a nice, safe time and everybody's enjoying themselves, and let us know what you're drinking. Cheers, everyone.
Can we see your puppy?
Cheers.
Here's Jesse.
Cheers, dude.
It's
Hey,
delicious.
Jesse, do you wanna?
Hi, Birdie.
I think Nellie's got a question for you, Jesse.
Your puppy?
Oh,
Coming at you from Austin. Nellie in Austin wants to know.
Ask again.
Hey, Jesse, do you? Hey, Jesse, can I see your puppy?
yes, absolutely, of course.
That's a great question,
That's a
Nellie.
great question, Nellie.
Hey, and while he gets the puppy, I want to answer. Oh, there. Oh, there she is.
This is Birdie. This is little Birdie. She's a little cattle dog, and she's really crazy.
We're in the spirit of answering questions. Tammy asked who the picture, I've seen questions over the weeks, who the picture is above the keyboards. So now you can get a close up. You guys see that? It's Jerry Garcia.
Oh,
That's who's above my keyboards. That's Jerry. Santa Barbara, 78.
here you, oh, I think Nellie's gone, but
Was I not on the screen? I hope that picked that up.
all right. Well, who am I sending it to here? Thanks, Trev. Thank you for sharing, Trev.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Very cool, Trev.
Very cool.
Very cool. I'm
Hey, Trevor, has anybody asked about anything behind me?
Can you tell us how many records you have in your collection? Have you counted?
I don't know. Lots. Not enough, actually.
Or it gets confusing where you have several copies of the same record. I know.
Yeah, I
that
only have that with a few, though.
Yeah.
And I just get them because I know I want to, like, gift them to friends, you know?
Yeah.
it's not for yourself.
Not for... Actually, yeah. There is... Yeah. All right, moving on.
Moving on. So we have been busy with our Lifeline Tour personal concert, so I got to mention this. Ed and I have been doing a bunch of these shows. They've been lots of fun. We just released Friday night for this weekend and Saturday night for the following weekend, August 1st. So the month was sold out, and we just we released Friday night, So if that's something you're into, check it out. We've had a lot of fun with them. Make requests, invite 10 of your friends onto a Zoom call, and we have a good time. We've gotten to know a lot of people really well, and it's just been really great. We're grateful. Let's see, what else? Also, shout out to Raquel. Raquel, our tour manager, dropped off a Good Time Supper Club mug for me, which I did not have. Ed has his right there as well.
You could get yours too.
Yeah, reminder that in the merch store on the Band of Heathens website, we got all our Good Time Supper Club goodies, shirts and mugs and what have you. Pre-orders for the new album happening now, just launched this week, I think.
What?
Come on now, come on.
I think it's live. I'm not sure. But
I need to pre-order one.
yeah. We had a great time. We went to Portland and made a record before the COVID meltdown, and we're excited. It's finally coming out in September. And
All right.
yeah. But we got a special guest coming up in a little while. But in the meantime, I'm gonna dive back into a song. I'm gonna go back to this Ray Charles record that we made called A Message from the People Revisited. It's a remake of a Ray Charles record from 1972. And we love the album so much, we re-recorded the whole thing start to finish. And yeah, it's crazy how it seems to keep seeming to be relevant. So anyway, here we go. Heaven help the child who never had a home. Heaven help the girl who walks the streets alone. And heaven help the roses if the bombs begin to fall. Heaven help us all. And heaven help the black man if he struggles one more day. Heaven help the white man if he turns his back away. And heaven help the man who kicks the man who has to crawl. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Call when we call. And heaven help the boy who won't reach 21. Heaven help the man who gave that child a gun. And heaven help the people with their backs against the wall. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Hear our call when we call. Heaven help us all. Now I lay me down before I go to sleep. In a troubled world I pray the Lord will keep hatred from the mighty and the mighty from the small. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us
us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Lord, hear our call when we call. Heaven help us all.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, man.
I think maybe time. How are things out in LA, Vinyl Richie?
Good. Little bummed over here. We lost a truly prolific songwriter, musician, a couple days ago, Emmett Rhodes, and chances are you might not be familiar with him. I hope y'all are. That'd be really cool. But I also hope you're not, because you're gonna learn something good today. So we're gonna talk about Emmett in general, but we're gonna focus on his debut solo record from 1970, self-titled. So let's dive in here. Emmett Rhodes was born February 25th, 1950 in Decatur, Illinois. His family moved to Hawthorne, California, here in LA, when he was 5, and he would actually later attend the same high school as the Beach Boys' Wilson brothers. Cool little tidbit there. They were Hawthorne boys as well. So when he was 15, he was playing drums in a band that he started called the Emeralds. And they broke up and reformed as the Palace Guard. And each member of that band were decked out in red British guardsmen's uniforms, like the ones you see in front of Buckingham Palace and Parliament and all that. So that band had a residency at a Hollywood club called the Hullabaloo. And although he was the drummer, Emmett would step out in front of his kit every night to sing Michelle from the Beatles' Rubber Soul record. That was like the spotlight on Emmett every show. So in '66, Emmett left that band to form the Merry-Go-Round. And he moved from playing drums to guitar and singing. That band went on to record a couple of demos, and after they pitched one of the demos to A&M Records, and when A&M heard the demo for the song called Live, they signed him on the spot, and they actually released that demo tape as the single, which is pretty interesting. The song went #1 in LA in '67. It was all over the radio. They were a hot shit band around town. As soon as it was a hit, the label took the rest of the demos that they had done and just added some layers and released that as their self-titled debut record. So after that record came out, they started working on singles again, but there was a bit of an inner rift that was developing in the band, and they split up in '69. And according to Emmett, he said that they were actually getting into fist fights in the studio at that point. So it was time for them to be done. Emmett was definitely ready for this next chapter because it meant he could have complete control over his musical vision. So at his parents' house, his father had built a shed behind their garage, and he set up shop there to begin working on his first solo record. He signed a deal with ABC Dunhill Records, and they gave him an advance that he used to turn the shed into his own little studio. So he didn't go out to any one of the studios that they had contracts with. He did everything at his parents' house at the studio he made for himself. 9 months, 3 microphones, and a 4-track tape machine, and Emmett Rhodes in a shed behind his parents' house. That's what it took to make this record. He played every instrument and he engineered the record himself. He had help mixing the tracks from Keith Olsen at Sound City Studios, who would go on to produce Fleetwood Mac's Rumors, work with a lot of LA bands. So this record was released on ABC Dunhill, but A&M Records, who had the merry-go-round contract, they still had one record to be contractually released from merry-go-round. So the songs that they had were recorded with Emmett, and the only one from the band, Emmett, and session musicians that the label brought in, including Jim Gordon, who we talked about last week. But it's all like heavy LA session players on that record. So at this time that the label is thinking about this record they still needed to get from Merry-Go-Round, Emmett's self-titled debut was having some radio success, and A&M Records took this opportunity to immediately release what was supposed to be that Merry-Go-Round record, and they labeled it Emmett Rhodes, The American Dream. So Emmett felt that this hurt the sales of his solo LP because people were going out to buy the record that they heard on the radio, and they would see two records and, 50-50 chance, I guess, but they would probably wind up getting the American Dream record. But despite competition from himself, his solo LP peaked at number 29 on the charts in 1971, so it had some pretty good success. It's a really terrific record. I hope y'all check it out. You should be seeing some links. One will be to buy an original pressing of this self-titled record on Discogs if you want. And then another link is to give it a listen on Spotify on the Vinyl Richie playlist that we've been sending out to y'all every week. And then there's a link to buy from Waterloo Records, Emmett's last record that he put out, which was in 2016. And he hadn't put a record out since like 1974 or 75 before that. So it's a really beautiful record. It's called Rainbow Ends. He got totally burned out because he had signed a deal with ABC Dunhill when he did this record, and he was supposed to put out 6 records in 3 years. And he was 20 years old, and they just handed him a bunch of money, and he was just like, yeah, sure, I'll sign this. And obviously that didn't happen, and lots of lawsuits, and it just kind of put him out. So anyways, but he did put a record out recently before he passed, 2016, Rainbow Ends. Check it out. And then the last link is for a documentary that came out around that time the record was being recorded. It's called The One Man Beatles, and this documentary is on Vimeo. It's an hour long. It's well worth watching. So some stuff to dive into, but I hope y'all dig it. And check out Emmett Rhodes, and I'll see you on Vinyl Richie next week.
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rich.
All right, we're going to
Yeah, dude.
keep it rolling here. Keep it rolling. Another one by request here. This is something way down in the alley, as they say. I think we recorded this on the Live at Antone's DVD. And this was originally on a solo record of mine back in the last century, 1999. This is called King of Colorado. I don't wanna be the king of Colorado. I just want a place to lay my head. and I will come down somewhere beside you. And that is the first and the last thing that we said. It's been now 7 summers, 7,000 miles between us. And I could forget or remember your name. Frozen in a winter, when spring come down upon us, time to go and thaw out this old thing again. How had a couple of years, there's a couple more fears to chase away. You left me a burden, I've done all the hurting that a man's gonna do anyway. Your kisses are sweet and cold like honey. Your lips are like wine on a summer Thursday. Your presence is show of sunlight upon you, and I would have lied just to keep them away. Oh, I'd say spend most my time down in Jasper County, and I cannot say I remember it plain. Mornings and whiskey for evenings in comfort, and the days shot like needles going straight in my veins. I've had a couple of pleasures, still they're taking my Teresa's away. And there ain't enough islands for me to be hiding. Anyway, your kisses are sweet and they go like honey, and your lips are like wine on a summer Thursday. Your presence is so or sunlight upon you, and I like to lie with you in my grave. Said I like to lie with you in my grave. I like to lie, well, with you in my grave. Said I'd like to die with you in my grave.
Right on, Ed. I think a lot
Yes,
of
sir.
yes, sir. Made a lot of people happy with that number, that blast from the past.
Well, we like making people happy here on the Good Time
Yeah.
Supper Club. That's the modus operandi.
I think the elf on the shelf over your left shoulder there is making a lot of people happy too.
Well, I could tell you that's my That's my daughter's signal to my parents. We're in North Carolina. They live in New Hampshire. My daughter does not like the camera so much, so she elects every week to put a different little trinket up there to let my parents know
now we
that
know.
she is still alive and well. So that
Yeah.
was her contribution this week.
Great choice, Lila.
Ooh. What's going on here?
Well, we're at a spot now. We want to welcome a special guest
Oh yeah.
to. It's time. Everybody, please welcome
June Petralli.
James Petralli from White Denim, y'all.
Welcome, James.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
What's going on, man?
Not too much. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Yeah. Cool.
Hey, before we start, just so our people know, James, we all know you, and most musicians in Austin know White Denim.
Worldwide, Trevor, what you talking about?
Come on now, come on. I got to give you a little intro. We got to do this. We got to do this. But yeah, most musicians around Austin know White Denim is easily one of the greatest bands to come out of Austin in a long time, 20 years. Started 2005, same year as the Heathens, kind of a side note. And actually another interesting bit I learned, I read the Wikipedia page today.
Cool.
White Denim won Best New Band in Austin 2008, and the Heathens won in 2007. So we were like right there.
Yeah. Won any awards since then?
No.
Me either. Me either.
It's probably because I'm in the band. I don't know.
We're still around, dude.
Yeah.
So I think 10, 11, 12 other bands broke up.
10 studio albums, toured all over the world, notably opening for Wilco. I've worked with Jeff Tweedy, Ethan Johns, a lot of heavies in the music industry. And I would say James in particular is the driving force behind White Denim and Bop English. And as far as musicians go, respect is hard when it's hard to find musicians that have universal respect. And as far as Austin musicians go and people who know James, he has widespread respect as far as a writer, singer, player, producer, the whole piece, the whole thing together. So we're really excited that you're on the show and that you were able to collaborate with us this week. So
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Thanks for inviting me, man. Thanks for the kind words.
Man,
Oh, check this out, this bootleg Jerry shirt that I got.
Sleeveless.
I knew I felt
I know,
Jerry
all my
close
sleeves
by.
are falling off, man. COVID's crazy.
So, James, I see that you're in your studio, Radio Milk,
It's true.
sweet spot, and we have another a mutual friend. In addition to working with Ethan Johns and Jeff Tweedy, you often work with our good friend Jim Valentine.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, Jim is the reason why my band sounds good on record. Like I've worked with those other guys, people know them, but Jim is the dude.
Yeah, man, he is the
Yeah.
dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what has life been like in the COVID times? Have you just been holed up at Radio Milk? You made a record in like 30 days, right?
30
Tell
days.
us about that.
Say that again. Oh yeah. When this thing started, we made a record in 30 days. And I've just been trying to keep making records. I just finished mixing another one with Jim. And yeah, just plugging away, man. I'm trying to learn how to play instruments and engineer as well. So yeah, staying busy, not playing enough guitar, but doing a bunch of other stuff, It's cool. Trying to keep the kids happy too. It's wild, man.
Yeah.
Are
Hey,
they still with the in-laws?
No, they were with them for we got a really solid 4-day break.
That's nice.
Where we actually just worked, 10, 12 hours a day, guilt-free. But it was nice. It was nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question for you about your cutoff jean shorts. It seems like you've been spotted wearing a lot of cutoff jean shorts recently. Can you tell me more about those? Do you make them yourself?
I make them. They're custom. Yeah. I'm making custom shorts these days. I'm trying to what do you say? Diversify. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Bob Weir called. He wants his jean shorts back.
Yeah. I'm rocking the Bobby shorts. I really, this is the first time that I've seen anybody outside of my household. Really, I haven't been doing Zoom calls, so I'm like on an island here. I've like would normally have a collared shirt on, but like this is me now. I'm like Castaway level weird.
Jean shorts are totally allowed on Zoom calls. I think
that's good. I mean, I was wearing the same ones when I did the vocal thing, so that people will see them. I won't do a display.
No spoilers.
I'll do a jump real quick.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I think they make an appearance on the vid. So yeah,
they do. They do. I made sure to get a couple shorts angles.
I made sure to give them prominent feature.
I will say, I attempted to make some jean shorts yesterday. We went for a little hike with my wife, and she's like, I'm like, let me cut yours. She's like, no, I got it. And she's like, she cuts them a little long to start. I'm like, I got this, cool. And I cut a pair for myself. And these they're no longer serviceable. I've just I Daisy Duked myself, and that's not a look that anyone ever wants to see me in.
I have a hard time believing that, Ed. It's fantastic.
Hey, so James, you've been doing a show been working on a show that so similar to our remote transmissions.
Exactly.
Where you pre-record music and make crazy music videos. You do an entire show of that, right?
Yeah. So I started like when I first started, I got asked to do this live stream thing, and the band couldn't really get together, so I started like putting together a thing that kind of resembled, or was I guess my version of it. So I tried to get live takes on everything and film the takes, and it took forever to put together. So I've kind of modified it. I've allowed myself like a comp here and there, and like a lip sync here and there too. But yeah, it's evolving. Just trying to stay creative and play the hits, make the people happy. Same thing you guys are,
Yeah, we're all just trying to figure it out. I think it's awesome. Would it be cool if we showed one of your videos now?
Please. Yeah.
And kind of just showed everybody what you've been up to, and then we'll come back and continue this here?
Sure. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Your love has moved away. You must face yourself and you must say, I remember better days. Don't you cry, 'cause she is gone. She is home living on, chasing mirrors through a haze.
Whoa.
Dude, two questions. First, is that a walkie-talkie microphone? Were you talking about walkie-talkie?
It's a CB microphone. So I used to before I broke off and started doing music for a living. I drove a truck for a minute, so I got way into like trucking culture and breaker. I got really into that.
What was your call sign on the trucker CB? Did you have a good one?
I got the microphone, but I never got the radio, so I never actually participated in that part of it. But I've been using that microphone, just for fun on these recordings. I really hadn't used it. I bought it with the intention of getting the whole kit when I was driving trucks, but never did.
The second part of that was what inspired you to record that tune? I mean, I know that's a Graham Nash tune from Songs for Beginners, and that's a favorite album of a bunch of the guys in the band.
Yeah.
Love it. It really super cool, like treatment of that too. That's like, you really made that your own thing, man. That was super cool.
Thank you.
We used to cover Used to Be a King, right?
We did.
Yeah, we did that once. Anyway, go ahead, James. Sorry.
The Graham Nash tune? Yeah. It's just a tune I've always liked. And I when I was starting to like pull tunes for the first episode, I was looking for tunes where like the band leader played all the instruments primarily. I'm pretty sure that Graham Nash played everything on that record. Is that, one of you guys could correct me if I'm wrong? It kind of sounds like a guitar player playing everything on the record, but in like the best way. So like I did like an Elliott Smith tune, Lenny Kravitz tune. I'm kidding. Like you know what I mean. But so nothing against Lenny Kravitz. I mean, Flowers for Zoe is a masterpiece, but I was kind of like looking for tunes that I really liked that were all like that, like the Emmett Rhodes stuff that you were talking about earlier. Like the singular kind of dude working with what he can do, so that was kind of why I went with that one.
Awesome, man.
Oh, thanks,
Very cool.
Man, were those your drawings? Did you do those drawings?
No, I did a couple years of film school and was made friends with a couple of good painters. I need to find out who those illustrations are by, but I basically sent like a bunch of terrible iPhone videos to a really good buddy that's an awesome painter and filmmaker, and he projected the cell phone videos and created all that movement by just like refilming the footage. So he took like static, crappy cell phone videos that I made and like turned it into that. And he filmed his grandmother, like he and his grandmother looking through this book of illustrations. He's a really interesting guy. He's a family, like 3 generations of visual artists in his family. So yeah, I've just been kind of like tapping all my old film and art school buddies to help create interest,
That's amazing.
Side note on Songs for Beginners, Used to Be a King. Garcia plays pedal steel, Phil Lesh plays bass, and Bill Kreutzmann plays drums.
Okay.
Just that track.
You've got the dead knowledge. It's so deep with you, man.
Yeah. I think they might be on one other song on that record, but yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We were gonna let it slide, but we just we just can't.
Yeah. My mom's watching. My mom's a huge Graham Nash fan. I have to just.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
You guys know the Tony record, that the For the Roses record? You guys know that one?
Yeah.
So would I be correct to assume that most of those are like breakup songs with Graham Nash? Does that line up? I've been guessing. I'm not really good at the internet.
Songs for Beginners is that whole record is his breakup with Joni Mitchell.
Okay, and hers was For the Roses, maybe?
Yeah, that's Blue, I think, also.
And Blue, okay, wow.
Yeah, definitely Blue.
Blue was after James Taylor, I think, but
okay.
I could be wrong about that.
Yeah. Got to interrupt. We have a comment here from Christy Bundy. Please tell us your guest's name again. I'm blown away. wonderful.
Oh, cool.
Everybody, this is James Petralli. James plays in a band called White Denim. He has a really great studio called Radio Milk in Austin. Bop English, a nickname perhaps for you, and also a side project. I love that record so much. Tell us about Bop English. Was that going to be a White Denim record, or like was that what happened? Like how did
we had a pretty long stretch on a major label, and they had a lot of rules about how frequently you can release music. So I used to pretend to be a beatnik with a couple of other writer buddies, and we all had like fake names, like the dudes and On the Road, and that was my fake name. So I was trying to basically get dropped from this label deal, like an idiot 26-year-old or whatever, like with great opportunity, can't appreciate it kind of situation. So I made a solo record with all the guys from my band and some other guests. And that's it was a double record, but we the label became interested in it, and then they were like, there's 10 good songs here. So it's more or less a White Denim record, just maybe a little bit more or a little bit less on the prog rock side. So a little less Yes, a little more Paul McCartney or something. I don't know.
That's a great point. How it's a terrible thing to ponder and try to come up with an answer to, but what do you call White Denim's music? Because it does touch on it. It can be proggy, but it's great pop sensibility. It can be jammy live. You guys stretch out, and it's awesome.
Psychedelic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that, all the guys that have been, I tend to gravitate towards jazz musicians, that like rock and roll. And so all the guys can really play. So it's kind of a vehicle for players. And we're just kind of like that level of record collector nerds, that we'll be on a session like that reminds me of Digital Underground, Humpty Dance. What if we did like a Soft Machine kind of break, like we're throwing around like super record store nerd references all the time and like trying to like smash things together. And so yeah, we just kind of try to do prog tastefully, but it's definitely like a pop like overarching pop kind of project, like we're trying to get songs on the radio and like connect with those nerds that are like, that's the Digital Underground thing and that's the Soft Machine thing, like kind of like coding some deep record head stuff and all the music,
Awesome. Well,
yeah, that's awesome, man. Also, because I know that White Denim you guys have a wide spectrum of. I mean, starting from the beginning, I know you guys have a pretty amazing evolution of just vibe and the tone of your records and stuff. And I remember, I believe it was 2009. I think was that is that Last Day of Summer? Was that the name of that record?
Yeah, that was the first time I tried to get dropped from that label.
Well, I think I saw you. I believe because I grew up in Los Angeles, and I believe I saw you 2009, the El Rey opening up for Portugal the Man.
Okay, yeah, totally.
I believe so. And I think that was my introduction to you, and that was a fucking beautiful show and awesome.
That was our very first quartet tour.
It was pretty mind blowing. You guys certainly were able to upstage the Portugal guys. That was a badass show.
We started calling him Chugal on that show. We got to do another Chugal gig. How successful have those guys become?
Yeah,
wow.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, I know.
I want to ask a question. Speaking of opening
cool,
for guys,
they're really fun. I know I kind of just them, but like they're like dinosaurs in the way that they like rock out. You know what I mean? Like after the shows, those guys are legendary.
Oh, that's good to know, actually. That's
yeah,
awesome.
all solid, cool dudes. Yeah.
Speaking for one, at least one more question. Speaking of opening tours, you guys did a lot of shows opening for Wilco, who I think all of us here regard. You know, those guys are mountaintop as far as what you can do with music in general, writing, playing, arranging, everything, and certainly huge influences on all of us. What was it like? I mean, I know you worked with Jeff. He produced some tracks for you guys. What was it like touring with those guys and hanging with them and working with Jeff?
I mean, that's probably the most influential, like most important year of my life, really. Like I was a huge Wilco fan going into that, but then just seeing the way that they supported each other and like made room for one another's musicality, and like on a personal level too. Like, I mean, the crew, everything was just like, it was a dream, man. I mean, the guitars, like the dudes, like there wasn't like, I mean, it was nuts, man. Like we were in Seattle and Bill Frisell was hanging out and like everybody loves all those dudes.
Yeah.
And they just have such a pure artistic, like, kindness in everything that they do. Like, you know, and getting to go to the loft and record there. We only had like 6 days, and we were like grossly underprepared for those sessions. So we spent a lot of time just like, you know, eating takeout and talking to Jeff and getting to know Tom Schick, his engineer, who's worked on a bunch of amazing stuff too. And yeah, I mean, when I read his book a couple of years ago, like little nuggets were like coming back to me, and he just continues to be like a great leader, you know, like an awesome dude, awesome artist. And I think about, you know, this place wouldn't exist if I hadn't been to the loft and like seen instrument collection and like just kind of sat on the couch, you know. So that's like one of the best opportunities that I've had in my career. Just to be around those guys for a couple of months was really something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, what are you listening to right now? You got anything you've been digging on lately? Anything new, maybe?
Man, I'll give you an honest take. You know, I've been trying to learn how to engineer, so I'm listening to a lot of like really terrible rough mixes, to be honest. And like doing this covers project, like as you guys know, you're like listening to like the stuff that brought you, basically like back to basics kind of stuff. Let me look at my recent searches. I'll give you like I'll choose the least embarrassing one.
Yeah, right.
Kind of cool. I listened to that Emmett Rhodes record like a week ago. Like a bunch of Roy Ayers and like kind of like sunnier, smoother jazz stuff that's from the 60s that like is good to cook eggs to. You know, before you hit the studio and listen to a snare drum sound for 3 hours.
And have you ever checked out Howard Roberts, guitar player?
Yeah, dude, I love him. I've been trying to get like the Fusion 3 model. This is way like heavy nerd shit, but like he had a guitar, like a signature guitar that I've been like looking for the right Howard Roberts Fusion 3. I love that. Yeah. Love that.
Yeah, that's a good wake up and hang out record, you know, coffee and breakfast. Yeah.
Totally. I drove to San Antonio like 2 years ago. The guitar that I'm playing a lot now, I drove to San Antonio to look at a Howard Roberts Fusion 3 and left with like a 335 that I love. But I still think about that guitar all the time.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know about that. That's cool.
Yeah. They're kind of like affordable, especially like his early models. You know, like you can't find a Birdland anywhere like for less than $6,000, but it's like all his signature models are really, really nice Gibson guitars that aren't in that crazy zone. You know, you can get them reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and the records are cool too. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, man, James, thanks so much for hanging with us.
Absolutely, man.
And we had some fun this week doing a remote transmission video.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen this yet? Did Jesse share it with you?
I haven't seen it yet.
Awesome.
No.
Cool.
All right. Well, maybe you can
might not
hang out
watch
while
it,
we
man.
watch.
I'm feeling self-conscious about my shorts now.
No.
That is solid.
It was all tastefully used, dude. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Let's roll it, hang out and watch, and then we'll say goodbye after we watch.
This
Okay,
is
sounds good, man.
All right. Here's
tip
the
of the
video,
cap.
y'all. Remote transmission time.
Oh, transmish.
Well, the woman in Georgia didn't feel just right. She had fever all day and chills at night. Now things got worse, yes, a serious bound. In times like this, it takes a man with such style I cannot often find. A doctor of the heart and a doctor of mind. If you like country with the boogie beat, here's a man to me. Ooh. If you like the sound of a shuffling feet, well, you can't be beat. If you wanna feel real nice, yeah, ask the rock and roll doctor tonight. It's just a country town, but patients come from Mobile to Moline and miles around. And the Dodgers to New Orleans and Peter Paul cars or in a limousine. To meet the back of the soul, he's got his very own the sound of a shuffling feet, he can't be beat. Can't be beat. If you wanna feel real nice, you just have to rock and roll doctor
Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Jesse Noah Wilson with the video.
Good video,
Dude,
Jesse. Great
Video's
work.
great. Slide playing. Fucking great job, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
Love
fun
that.
video.
You guys
All
killed
right. Yeah, that was awesome.
It was so cool you got to sing the Nacogdoches to New Orleans song lyric.
Oh, dude, I've been waiting for this
Cool. You went
moment.
to college in Nacogdoches.
Yeah,
I'm
totally.
sure you have some boys in college be like, yeah, that's right, Nacogdoches.
Nacogdoches.
I love it. I've been trying to, like there are little nuggets in the lyrics of Rock and Roll Doctor that I've kind of like lifted and sprinkled into so many White Denim songs. It's like the vibe of that track is that's one of my favorites. Thank you for asking me to do that. I love
Well,
it.
you know, what they say is if you want to feel real nice,
Just ask.
That's right.
I like it. I like how you did nah.
Nah.
That's great. Really great. And you got that little. I did like a funny like shoulder dip.
Yeah, dude, that was like my favorite part. Actually, it's like you did it on a different beat than what I had it on, but I was like, I need to use that at a certain point, so I just had to nudge it. Yeah.
I love it, dude. Good job.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
My favorite part of every week is getting to mine everybody's videos. Like there's tons of videos. I mean, honestly, between the bandmates, I have like the ultimate blacklist reel of like footage that they would just never want anybody to see. And it's awesome.
Yeah, totally.
Don't worry, it's safe on my hard drive. That hard drive will just get lost in the closet at some point.
Good, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But thanks again for doing that, man. That was awesome. Thanks for doing all the
you guys for having
man.
Really great.
Yeah. Thanks, dude.
Yeah. We got to do it again, and we look to return the favor.
Oh, also, by the way, that was number 10. That was remote transmission number 10.
Yeah, I got to get you guys on. That's an accomplishment, man. Are you guys gonna release a record? You think?
I would hope so.
You know, I got a record label.
Oh, no.
But you guys got one too.
Yeah, we got one.
Yeah,
we're missing cigars to be proper record executives, though.
Yeah.
Hey, when's your next? Do you have another show scheduled?
I'm working on like a Beatles tribute kind of show right now. And Beatles tribute. I never thought I would say that. I'm doing I got a bunch of like people involved. And I got to get you guys on. You guys are did you decide you want to do T-Rex or
Rex?
Or
T-Rex.
T-Rex, man.
That's great. Yeah. So, you know, I've got like episode 3 is like 75%, episode 4 is like 50%. You know, I'm thinking about starting to do DJ gigs too.
Yeah.
Like this. Yeah. I don't know. We got to do like get really creative to stay in this game. Wild right now.
It's fun to see everybody's urge kick in at different points. You know, it's like
I was looking in like 20 minutes before we got in this call. I was looking at how to broadcast, like how to set up a pirate radio station. I'm like exploring the outer reaches of like what's possible, like what tools do I have, like what could I possibly do right now that.
Fuck yeah, man! I mean, go for it. Yeah.
Ask Jack Rock, man. Ask Jack Rock.
Has he done that? I will. Okay.
He's into some of that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, that totally like the amateur radio thing.
I think you just need your CB and you're ready. Your CB mic, you're good to go.
Yes, dude. Yeah, just the CB in the yard.
Yeah, man.
Plug it into the cosmos.
Yeah, you're right though. If I got that receiver, I could broadcast. I have like very puny signal, but yeah,
it'd be fucking cool.
Yeah,
that'd be real cool.
Yeah, cool. Well, I see you got a bunch of records, man. I might have you send me some DJ sets.
I'm in, man. Let me know.
Cool.
I've been looking for a new gig.
Yeah. Well, this will only supplement, my man. Pirate radio does not pay well.
Well, thanks, James. Have a good one, man. Good luck. Everybody check out White Denim. Man,
Thank you.
We look forward to collaborating again.
Pop English.
All right. Cheers, fellas.
Thanks,
Bye, man.
Thanks so much, James.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks,
man.
All right.
Very
well, that was fun, man.
Badass.
Love that guy.
Oh, Nikki.
How are things over in East Nashville,
dude? Things are looking good over here.
Yeah?
Nikki's making Nikki, why don't you tell us what you're making for dinner?
Yeah, Nikki Bloom, everybody, the one and only.
Hi. Just take my apron off. Jamie Oliver. Do you guys know Jamie Oliver's new cooking show?
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
Oh yeah.
It's like the 5 ingredients thing.
5 ingredients.
Oh, I love it. He's great.
He's great, and I've loved him for a long time, and I love his recipes. And he did like a pesto meatball situation, and I have like all this kale in the yard, and so I made kale pesto. and I'm making turkey, kale, pesto, meatballs with sauce and pasta. So of course I like didn't have my apron on for the 2 seconds when I added the tomatoes, and I got.
No, you're good.
I know, but it's just in my face.
Oh,
Yeah, she's not good, dude.
sorry.
Get that face
Perfect.
Sorry.
Take care of that, Jesse. Come
out of your
on.
face.
And I got tomato all over my dress, but I
It's
think
red.
Everything's under control.
Yeah, it's
good
of
call.
course.
Lens. Lens.
Nice.
That was very cool.
Yeah,
I loved hearing that and
James
getting
is
introduced to that.
yeah, that was he's the best. And I'm a huge fan of White Denim. I really recommend everybody go check it out. And Bob English, those records are super cool too. I really can't recommend it enough. We're gonna do a new original song, I think. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been writing
Sweet, a
some,
debut.
and
Yeah.
this is just inspired by being home alone with your thoughts and reflecting on yourself, which is
Truly.
good and scary, and a process that we are all going through in this quarantine.
Yeah. Ready?
I think so. I guess I perfected the art of placing the blame. It's just so easy. It's just so easy cursing your name. I lost my train of thought when your words cut me off. But then I realized the only clothes hanging on the line to dry were mine. If I don't have you, if I don't have, if I don't have, if I don't have you, if I don't have, if I don't have you, I guess I'll have to learn to love myself. If I can't have you, I've no one else. So I looked in the mirror and I asked myself, what do I need from this little girl? And I realized all that little girl needed was a little bit of love. If I don't have you, if I don't have, if I don't have, if I don't have you, if I don't have, if I don't have you, I guess I'll have to learn to love myself. If I don't have you, I've no one else. I guess I'll have to learn to love myself. If I don't have you, I've no one else.
Yes. Very, very nice.
All right.
Thank you,
I
guys.
fudged the words a little bit, but you know how it is with a new song. You gotta wear it in a little bit.
Yeah, beta. We're in the beta stage.
Yeah, beta stage.
Well, we couldn't tell. It sounded great, y'all.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
Ed.
Thanks for having me always. I love being a part of your Tuesday evenings.
Dude, I can't believe this is episode 16.
License to
Sweet
drive.
16.
License
Yeah.
to drive. Yeah.
Get out of my dreams. Get into my car.
I mean,
Oh,
God,
shit.
it's just depressed. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. You know it, Nikki. That's right.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what? Maybe, like, I don't know. You should bring some 80s tunes. into the
Yeah,
world.
Gordy would love that for sure.
Absolutely.
Favorite decade. Favorite decade. Best
And
decade of
also,
music
like-
ever, right?
Like, Lucy, I'm going to give you a shout out because you have the most amazing, like, dancer, choreographer. Like, some stuff could get real in the dance world.
Hey, baby, come in. They're talking about you on the TV.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
That sounded awful like Fort Worth Jimmy.
That sounds like a
Forward,
CB
Jimmy.
radio.
I don't know about that. Hey, look who is also wearing a red dress. How about this? What did you spilled pasta sauce on your dress? Is that what happened?
Yeah, mine's actually pink, and I spilled red pasta sauce on it. But I do have this apron that I'm gonna put right back on, and I gotta get back in the kitchen. I hear stuff sizzling right now.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
So speaking of dreams, getting into the car. Well, let's get in the dream machine mobile with Trevor and have some Grateful Dead dreams.
That's Crazy Fingers. A little bit of Crazy Fingers. I think I remember how to play it, which is a great way to segue to this show from 1985. October 29th, 1985, the Fox Theater, the famous Fox Theater in Atlanta, Georgia. One of the most beautiful venues of its kind in the country. The Dead played there many times. Starting in the early 70s all the way through. This might have been the last run they did at the Fox. They got too big. They couldn't go back there after 85, but they played Crazy Fingers this night, which in the mid 80s was a pretty rare treat. But it's an incredible show, incredible set list. Feel Like a Stranger starts things off. Then they play Franklin's Tower. They do. Friend of the Devil is an amazing version. It's a great show all the way around. 85 is kind of an ignored year for Deadheads, mainly because Jerry's in such tough shape. The year started off, he got arrested. It's kind of his rock bottom, if you will. He got arrested in Golden Gate Park with a bunch of drugs. He was on his way to rehab, and plainclothes police officers saw this car parked and came up, and there was Jerry just kind of getting rid of his stash before he went into rehab. And the majority of the year he's trying to get clean, and he sounds like a man in pain. But by the end of the year, he's starting to get his strength back. And I think actually beginning of 86, he was totally sober. It's a real interesting part of the Dead catalog because Jerry's totally sober. But this show, he definitely has his strength back. And it's an incredible set list, especially considering 85 was a really weird year for set lists. For example, the night before they played Kansas City and Keep Your Day Job in the same show, which would be like, a lot of people would just be like, oh, it's two bathroom break songs. But this show is definitely worth repeated listenings, and I hope you'll check it out. And if you only have time for a couple selections, go right to the Friend of the Devil, or go right in the middle, anywhere in the second set. There's really not a bad note on it. They're totally inspired, and it's a great night of music. So check it out. 10/29/85, Fox Theater, Atlanta. Okay.
Woo!
Yes,
Want
sir.
to see how long we can keep it on you, Trevor.
Cool story. Thank you for sharing.
No, yeah. Well, thanks, man. I think we just posted the link to that show on Archive, and yeah, the '80s, man. Woo. Hey, we feel so grateful. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us, for supporting us. I actually see some PayPal and Venmo support coming in.
Yeah.
As we're streaming here. It's awesome. Ed and I also have been doing a bunch of these private shows, the Lifeline Tour, and it's just been an awesome way to keep the bills paid and keep the lights on. So thanks so much for doing this. In the process of doing these shows, a lot of people have asked us to do songs. Sometimes they ask me to do a song that Ed normally sings, and sometimes they ask Ed to do songs that I normally sing. And that experience has given birth to the Trading Places segment. So here we are. This is one of my favorite spots of the show, besides the lovely guests that we get to have every week. And I'm gonna do a song from our new record that's coming out in September. That it's one of Ed's tunes. It's really great. I love it. So here we go.
On the news, a version of the truth. Was it fact, or fiction and fable? California's burning, the earth will soon stop turning. The horses out of the stable. The world is coming down, can't you hear the sound? Today is our last tomorrow. Today is our last. Today is our last. Today is our last tomorrow. It's time to build a wall 1,000 miles tall. Protect what we have taken, 'cause if we let them in, where life will end. Some people are forsaken. Yesterday was good, wouldn't change it if I could. Today is our last tomorrow. 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 This way, I heard my father say, I don't like where we're going. And what I think is worse is the eternal curse. In death we're all unknowing. Yesterday was good, I wouldn't change it if I could. Today is our last tomorrow. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, no way we're getting out. Today is our last tomorrow. 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 Today is our last. Oh, today is our last. Yeah, today is our last.
nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Some good comments on that one. Nice picking, Gordy. Angela says you do a pretty mean Ed. Suzanne said the video to this is priceless. Suzanne, we do agree. Great video from our friend Josh Clark. Really cool stuff. Liz, thanks for ordering the new record. And thanks everyone for tuning in and for comments and requests and all your participation. It really makes this a fun time for us. So I will now put on my Gordy hat and enter the world of Gordy way back, early Heathens. This was on the Live at Momo's record. I guess I'm kind of in the back catalog tonight, but love this song. This has been a song that we played for a long time and has stayed in the catalog because it's such a great song. And I'm gonna try it right now. It's called the Judas Scarrett Blues. Jesus was a preacher, cured the sinners and the lame, brought me around this promised land and called me by my name. He said, hey Jude, don't you know you're chosen for the Judas Scary Blues? Well, I've been everywhere and I've seen him walk upon the sea, change our water into wine, but he never give none to me. Heard it was good. I could use some reds with my Judas Scary Blues. Mother Mary, what's your fate? You've been dealt a higher spade than me, chosen for the dawn of time to hang beneath that crucifying tree. Hope is just a dream, it seems nothing's changing years. Miracles before my house, can't see the end is near. Coming soon, gonna see them Pharisees with my Judas Blues. I sold off everything I had for some silver dollar bills, serving everybody, ain't no time for sitting still and feeling good. Done sold my soul for my Judas Scary Blues. Mother Mary, what's your fate? You've been dealt a higher spade than me, chosen for the dawn of time to hang beneath that crucifying tree. Brother, bury me and wash your hands, bone to dust beneath this promised land. I was baptized as a babe and I believe, faith's a better friend to you than me. Times I think it's better that I never had been born. Take this cup and raise me up to the crown of thorns. It can't be true. Oh Lord, rid me of my Judas Scary Blues. Mother Mary, what's your fate? You've been dealt a higher spade than me, chosen for the dawn of time to hang beneath the crucifying tree. Oh, brother, bury me and wash your hands, boned enough beneath this promised land. I was baptized as a babe to not believe, 'cause faith's a better friend to you than me.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Right.
Nice trading places, dudes.
All right.
Hi.
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 I just came in, but Dad doesn't know where the playing computer of Mom is.
Okay. Thanks,
Oh,
Sage.
really?
Want to say hi to my cousin or my nephew Joseph, who's watching with my family in Central Oregon tonight. Hey guys, sorry we're not there with you. We miss you, Joseph.
Well, folks,
Maureen, my cousins.
all the cousins. Hi to all of our cousins everywhere. Hi, cousins.
Hi, cousins.
Well, we've come to that point in the show again, folks. It's the end. And we're going to pass the ball around the circle. Special one this week. Kind of echoing on Richard's earlier theme during Vinyl Richie. The great Emmett Rhodes left us. And we're going to pay a little tribute to him right now with a song called Somebody Made For Me. This is a great little pop gem. So here we go, without further ado. Somewhere, someone special just for me. Somewhere, someone special must be. Somewhere, someone special just for me. Somewhere, someone special must be.
Somebody made for me, somebody made for you. Somebody made for me, somebody made for you. Ask and you receive. Dear God in heaven, won't you help me please? Somewhere, someone special just for you. Somewhere, someone special, that's true. Somewhere, someone special just for you. Somewhere, someone, oh. Somebody made for me, somebody made for you. Somebody made for me, somebody made for you. Ask and you receive. Oh God in heaven, won't you help me please?
Been searching all my life, guess I've looked most everywhere. Many girls have caught my eye, but that special one's not there. Hey.
Someone's just for me. Somewhere, someone special just for me must be. Somewhere, someone special just for me. Someone special is true.
Somebody made for me, somebody made for you. Somebody made for me, somebody made for you. Somebody made for me, yeah, somebody made for you. Somebody made for me, somebody made for you. Asking you receive. To God in heaven, won't you help me please? Yes, sir.
Right.
R.I.P. Emmett Rhodes.
Yeah. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, also, actually, before we totally sign off, we had a comment about giving a week's notice about cocktails so that people can prepare. Next week, we're gonna do a dry Manhattan.
Woo!
So everybody will post it, but it's the dry Manhattan. So get prepared next week. You can find the ingredients. Dry Manhattan. Sorry. All right.
A class.
All right.
I don't know what record I'm doing yet. Is that okay?
Good.
Yeah.
Trev, you know what shit? Fuck.
Jesse. I just have the joy of cooking, and I just picked a classic cocktail out of the joy of cooking.
Just overjoyed.
Overjoyed, truly.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, y'all. Good night.
See y'all next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for coming out. We're the Band of Heathens. What a place. This is our first time here. This is a classy joint, y'all. Thanks for joining us.
get nowhere. Kicking back just as much as I can. Coming in on that wing and the prayer. I'm your last been the night.